All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom. This is not financial advice. It is Monday morning and the market is down and the crypto market is down. So I wanted to do an update on the Bitcoin miners and Bitcoin real quick and get this out to you guys. So let's take a look at what's going on because there was some violent activity last night and this morning. So let's first run through the Bitcoin miners and see what's happening. So Bitcoin itself is down 6.8% right now. It's just settling at 44,000 at the moment. Bitfarms is down 7.23%. HUT is down 6.97%. Marathon is down 4.88%. Riot is down also 4.88%. Cleanspark is down 5.97%. Digital's down 8.71%. And another ticker I'm going to be talking about today that I don't normally talk about, HSSHF, which is DigiHost, is down 10.97%. Everything very red today. Let's just recap the weekend really quickly. I want to go to the Bitcoin chart and look at what happened. This spot right here is where we left off on our last video. And as you can see, for the first few hours, Bitcoin was doing just exactly what we hoped it would do. Unfortunately, that turned out to be a temporary move, basically from the bottom of our trading range, which is this green line, to the top of our trading range, which was this purple line that we added on Friday. So we were hoping to stay above that line. We got just at or above it for several hours, and then we started moving down. So I'm going to move the chart over just a little bit to focus on what happened the rest of the weekend. So we basically traded sideways for the rest of the weekend. However, we had this big move down right here, and then we kind of went sideways. And then we had another big move down right here, and then we kind of went sideways. This was a third big move down, moved sideways for a little bit. And then starting at 10 o'clock last night until this morning, we had this giant move down. So while we ran up to the top of our trading range, for the rest of the weekend, we continued to run down in spurts, and we actually took out the bottom of what we thought our trading range would be. And then this morning, we actually took out the $44,000 line, which I have been saying in each of my last probably 10 videos was a critical line of support. So 44,000 is a very strong line of support. Below that, we have another line, and then below that, I have a red line at 40,000, which I have been calling the absolute bottom for now. Again, this is not financial advice. This is my chart. This is how I'm trading. So I'm still not looking at the $40,000 line, but I do want to zoom in on this morning's action. Okay, so this is about 10 o'clock last night, so that you can see we were still holding at, somewhere in the $47,000 range. So this $46,743 green line of support was still holding. However, that quickly changed. So at about 10 o'clock or 10:30 last night, we had some very big volume down here and moved down below that line. So that was the first move down. So at about 6:30 this morning, we were at around $45,000. And then you can see we took a big turn down. So for the next 2 hours, we were pretty much down in a straight line. This line here was 8:30 this morning. Now, these are 15-minute candles, so we're real zoomed in here. So at 8:30 this morning, we pretty much exactly bounced off of our blue line at $42,487. So it touched that almost exactly very quickly and then turned around and started heading back up. So at the moment, it looks like that line of support held. That's not one that we had been talking about much. The trading range for me has been between 44,000 and 48,000. So, and if I zoomed back out, you could see we've been trading sideways in between that range for quite some time. So the move down below 44,000 this morning was very concerning. However, you can see even in the time that I've made this video, we are now sitting at $44,068. So we ran straight up from 42,400 right back to 44,000. We need to see if this will hold. So I just switched over to the 4-hour candles. So you'll see that right now we are in the middle of the 8 o'clock Eastern time to 12 o'clock Eastern time candle. we have not closed a 4-hour candle below that $44,000. So that is what I'm looking for. If we can hold that line. Now, when we were on the 15-minute chart, you saw we did dip below that, and you'll see the candle wick go all the way down to 42,484 even on this chart. But we have not closed below 44,000. I think it's important that we maintain that 44,000 range. If we do, then I think we're still trading in this 44 to 48, and we just kind of flashed below it. If we don't, then we may be establishing a new trading range. As always, I am bullish, and I think that we are going to settle above that line. However, you can see we had 3 or 4 separate moves downward over the weekend. So the trend has definitely been down for the last 48 hours. Did we hit our bottom at 8:30 this morning and we're going to find support at 44,000? That is the question. So I just want to take a look at this. This was the flash crash a few weeks ago. So you can see this morning we actually went below the bottom of the flash crash. So that was not a good sign. I was very encouraged that our line at 42,484 did hold up pretty much exactly. So again, just so that you guys know, I do not add or subtract any lines to this chart unless I do it together with you in one of these videos. So that has been a long-term line of support that has been there. It touched it exactly. We moved back, straight back to 44,000. Now the question is, can we hold 44,000 and start to move back up? So Bitcoin is still down almost 7% on the day. All the miners are wiped out. I just want to take a look at 2 really quickly to show you what I'm looking at buying today. Okay, this is the Bitfarms chart. So Bitfarms right now is trading at $4.70. We had a series of lines on here. We had a line at $5.35 that had been very strong short-term support. We had broken out of the $5.35 support line, so we had a line at $5.04 that was the next line of support. Well, we gapped open way below that line. Now, you saw the violent activity on Bitcoin, so we are now below my lowest line of support. So what I want to do is put a new line on here right now, although I don't think it's going to come into play. I think that this has bounced down. This is totally irrational in my opinion. I think we're headed straight back up to the $5 and $5.35 line. Having said that, if Bitcoin does keep trending downwards, I do want to draw the next line of support. Okay, so you can see I've added a purple line here at $4.50. To me, that looks like the next line of support, and that dates back to August 21st, so about 1 month ago. So at $4.70, to me, it seems that Bitfarms is way, way oversold. You know that I thought it was oversold in the mid $5 range. And again, if you look, my target is at $7.32. So we have been trending in the wrong direction for the last several days here. For me personally, I've taken each one of these opportunities as a buying opportunity. I will do so again today, and I understand you can only average in so many times. So we're going to have to start being careful about when we average in. I will definitely be averaging in again today on Bitfarms. I'm looking for it to head back to the upside, but we don't know. So I won't average in again for a little while. I'll look to see if this 450 line holds if we run down and test that. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're headed in the other direction. So that's where Bitfarms is at. I'm looking for it to run back up to what was this line at 504. So, you know, back above $5 is my thought process for today. So the stock I wanted to talk about is DigiHost, stock ticker HSSHF. Now this trades over the counter in the United States, so I have not really discussed this very much. This is one of my top 10 holdings, but again, it's over the counter, so I've kind of left it alone. So it's a Canadian stock, and as a result of being over the counter in the United States, the volume is lower, and this is a riskier investment. I'm bringing this one up because this stock has had a violent move down. It was already at a point that I thought was crazy low. I will be doing a video on DigiHost this week in specific as to what my thoughts are on valuation and price targets. But I just wanted to put this on everybody's radar. This is something else that I will be averaging into today. You can see this is a giant red candle all below its line of support, and it has had a strong line of support at around $1.50. So it's now at $1.36 as we speak. So I will be averaging in. But again, I want to warn everybody, this is a small cap stock. It's traded over the counter, so the volume is low. So please do your own due diligence on this one. This one has a higher risk. I just wanted to put it on everybody's radar. So to sum up, I'm looking to see if Bitcoin is going to hold this $44,000 line. I'm very encouraged it held the $42,484 line. We need to see if the next move is up or down. I remain bullish. I think it's back up inside of the trading range we've been in for a while now. However, time will tell. So thank you very much for watching, and best of luck trading.